like you're in a big hurry, Vault Dweller. What's the rush? Huh. Picked a fine day to leave your asshole, didn't you, turd? I don't envy you. You're going to get your mouth shot off out here.
Fucking pansies. Get over it. Let's get the fuck out of here before we all suck down 50 rads, shit blood, and die.
We have to get moving. This place won't be free of radiation for long. I'm increasingly surprised by your ability to shake off what's happened. You have an exceptionally strong spirit for a vault dweller. That's because you're experiencing the same battle fatigue I am. It isn't a pleasant sensation, I assure you. Come on. Follow the map marker Dr. Rossman set in your Pip-Boy. We can rest at the safe house until this wears off. I'll follow your lead. Come on, we have to get going. No time to waste. Follow the map marker Dr. Rossman set in your Pip-Boy. It'll lead us to the Pine Haven safe house. blood will soak the earth. over here.
Well, look who it is. The Chief Girl Scout. Did they have to drag you out of that hole by your hair?
I just lost my whole family, Kira. We're all that's left.
Oh yeah? Well, I lost mine a long time ago. I've always been alone. And now that I'm out here, I like it that way.
Kira? What are you doing?
I don't see why you should live. You're no good to me, you waste space, and I don't like you.
Kira, you shoot her, you're dead. You want to play by Wasteland rules, then know that numbers always win.
Fine, fine. I'll let the trollop live. That way all the boys can use her as their personal cum bucket. Great.
The house we're headed to is up ahead. You can either join us or stay here and rot. Your choice. The house is this way. Follow me.
Holy shit! I never thought I was going to see you again. When I left the vault and started walking away, I had no idea there was anyone left. How did you get out? The main doors were all shut, and I sealed the way behind me as I left. Just look. No matter how far from the vault we may get, Jen Hale is a twat, and I want nothing to do with her. So, you're the mighty leader then, eh, tough guy? Newsflash, we're in hell. We don't have any directions. There are no rules. Whoa, okay, fine. I was getting ahead of myself, I get it. Put away the stick. Through the old emergency venting shaft. It's only open when the reactors are offline. That only happens if there's a fault in the system. Since I heard gunfire in the hall, I figured that the reactors were going to overload and self-destruct. I had to take the chance when I had it. There was a wall of steam chasing me the whole way out. It was close. I figured no one else made it. I'm going to make camp tonight. Then I'm going to take this road west until I find the nearest pack of raiders. I'm going to hunt them down, take their shit, find a way into their base, and figure out where they took my tribe. Follow you where? This road looks like it leads nowhere. Well, if Dr. Rossman thinks it's a good plan, then all right. Let's go. Wait, what happened to Dr. Rossman? Why isn't he here? That's so sad. I'm sorry. He was a great man. I'll miss him. He's probably the only one I'll remember in a few years. Come on, let's get to this house and see what we can find. Maybe there's some old ammo we can pick up to help us on our way.
I think the freight train has finally run out of...
Jesus Christ, Johnny, keep it together.
Ugh. I think I'm gonna be sick. Why did I follow all you up here again?
Lay off the liquor, Homer. You're stumbling all over the place.
Johnny! Hey, I think he's finally down for the count. We'd better do something.
There's nothing we can do for him right now. Just let him rest.
So, this is all of us.
We're all that's left. There were so many of us running through the caverns. Someone else must have made it.
I didn't see anyone else after we took out the turrets. I think the Enclave got them.
Well, those freaks outside, who the hell were they? Looks like they were kicking the Enclave's ass.
They were Dragon's elite psychos. The raiders that enslaved my tribe. They're the ones I'm gonna kill.
Then you're in luck. It looks like the Vault's reactors blew them all to hell along with the rest.
No, that was only a small raiding party. There are thousands of them out there, and we need to take them out.
This is the house Dr. Rossman told us about. I remember him bringing me here when I first woke up from my delirium. We should find out what happened to the people that lived here, then get some rest. I'll take first watch. No, I don't think he'll survive more than another 2 hours without a double shot of Fixer. Then you don't need me to tell you I saw him jab himself in the heart with a fistful of adrenaline on the way up here. Walking up that hill got his blood pumping, so he's probably in shock. You'll have to find a blood pack to dilute the stimulants, or he won't wake up. We're on one of the highest points in the mountains. The cold air should fall down the slopes and push any heavy particles downwind. The valleys will be dangerous heading back towards the vault. Radiation is a constant danger. Watch your pit, boy. Possibly, but this is a perfect place to rearm and recuperate, and we have eyes on the only way up the mountain. I'd rather be surprised in high ground than trapped down in the open, away from supplies, cover, and intelligence. The Wasteland Scouts had a supply of mines down in the basement. They'd deploy them along the road end to deter any threats coming up the hill. I'll search the house for a map. We'll have to get to safety somewhere populated where the Enclave is afraid to operate. We can set our own objectives from there. Maybe we can find work with the locals. The NCR always has contract jobs available, or settle with a tribe. For now, I think your first concern as de facto leader of this gang of misfits is to keep them from falling apart. You saved these people. You are responsible for them. Whatever your reasons were at the time, they still see you as the kid they grew up with, the one they never expected to need as a leader. Now you have to make them see that you deserve your authority. In our anarchy, power is your only justification. Use it. You have to use your strongest trait to shock them, and follow it with a damn good speech. Politics and fancy words won't get you far out here in the dust, but where we're going, you should have that extra weapon on hand. It looks like you'd better get started. When you can't stand it anymore, fire a single shot into the ceiling.
When the fuck did you turn into goddamn She-Hulk? Are you on Psycho? Jesus, one drugged out maniac is enough.
If you don't want to fight, then that's your deal. I have a mission, and I'm going to see it through.
Are you serious? I think that your plan is suicide. We barely made it out of the vault alive. We can't face an army.
You're just cowards. I've studied the vault archives for years. I know everything about them.
Your crazy half-cocked delusions are gonna get you shot. Look, how the hell did you get out of the vault so fast anyway?
There's another way out. through the reactor's emergency vent. I closed it off and made my way outside.
What? The only way to initiate the self-destruct is to close off the shaft. You allowed the Overseer to do what he did.
Oh, yeah. Blame me for saving my own ass. You were doing such a great job with Bragg and his Munchkin army. I thought you could handle it.
Kira, I knew you were a bitch, but I had no idea you were okay with murdering your own people.
My people? Huh! You all left me to fend for myself against those sick fucks that had me locked in a cell half my life. You're not my people.
Then why don't you leave? If even half of what you said about them is true, why don't you just walk away, Kira?
Oh, you'd like that bullshit, wouldn't you? No more Kira. No one else to mock you for all the jocks your dad let you fuck.
I am going to... fucking hit you, Kira.
Well done. You managed to keep our little tribe together. Dysfunctional as it is, we're all still alive. I'm positive. At the very least, they would abandon each other, and without basic survival skills, they'd be dead in a few days. How many of them know not to drink the water or eat irradiated food? Which of them would stand up to a raider and talk them down from a massacre? As long as we're all in one place, we can pool experience and stand against small-armed tribes. Otherwise, divided, they'll be alone with the desert and outnumbered by our enemies.
Of course. Complete everything you need to do and we'll prepare in the morning.
You should head to bed if everything else...
Hey, Eric and I were discussing our plans for the future. Where to go from here.
That was some speech you gave. Let's hope you can hold this little team together long enough to stick to your promises. You should just let that son of a bitch rot. He wouldn't help you. What do you need me to do? Not as long as that little blonde twit is with us. I don't want to have to pull her out of the jaws of some giant spider. Yeah, sure. But today is not that day.
Hey, thank you for saving me in the vault. I really appreciate the way you treated me back there. I would have just stayed down in that room until... well, I'd be dead if not for you. Thank you. Huh. You always know just what to say, don't you? Thanks. I never saw my mom and dad down there. Katie and Tommy must have been with him in the beds next to mine. I think that's what hurts the most, just not knowing, and not getting to say goodbye. No, stop. Don't try to get my hopes up. My dad wouldn't have run away. He's not a coward like Kira. He'd never abandon his scouts, not unless he was dead. I always wanted to grow up to be like Yeti Hale. He was my hero. He showed me how to stand up for myself and take responsibility for my actions. Yeah, he was a joker, but he was a legend out here. I'm just his little girl that can't get by without Daddy holding her hand. Huh, you do know how to talk to me. I was worried you'd be like the others and try to make me feel all special and cute. That's not really what I'm all about. I much prefer action to words. What do you need? I've already proven I'm not much good in a fight. Yeah, that makes sense. I need to make myself useful somehow. Anything that could be easily picked out here probably has been already. Thankfully, the good stuff was probably locked tight in a safe. That's why it's still there, and that's why you have a thief in your party. Ugh, this place is creepy. I'm ready to go back at any time. Or, well, in we go. Hey, I thought I heard something. Get it off me! Kill it! Kill it! Jesus Christ, what was that thing? Is that even natural? Ugh, let's just get this stuff and get out of here. Alright, this looks like it ought to have something helpful in it. Finally. And there. All yours.
Oh, fucking hell, man. What the hell happened? My head feels like a ball of thunder. Hey, buddy. Hey, not so damn loud. Jesus Christ, what are you? Pavarotti? I get it, alright? I fucked up. But I killed Chevy and laid waste to half the bad guys along the way. So chill the fuck out. Right. Whatever, General. Let's just get something to eat. I'm fucking starving. Psycho does that to a man.
I just want to sit here for a while. Maybe get some
That was some speech you gave.
sleep. I'm sure you do too.
It seems our companions have finally settled down. Hopefully they'll get some rest before moving on. We need to travel light and get them to safety before moving on. The Enclave remnants and raiders will both be looking for survivors. The best we can do for them is reach Union City and wish them luck from there. I'd rather travel alone. Groups attract attention. I have a feeling they didn't live through the winter. I'd check out back and see what you can find in the garden. If the soil is tilled, then they've left recently. Just one. Find any food and water left in the cellar and distribute it to our companions. They need it as much as you do. And lastly, if you haven't found a suitable change of clothes, you should scavenge what you can. Any one of us still wearing a vault suit gives away our origin. That may not be in our best interest as we meet strangers along the road. The clockwork mind on your arm to them just looks like magic. Very few will understand its origin except as black magic of the old gods. Only a few generals and businessmen may ever have any idea what it really is. We should try to avoid them. There's a legend of a small device like ours, one that can fit in the palm of your hand. If you find one, you should use it to hide your origin. It seems our companions have finally Good. We'll need this kind of magic to fend off the demons of this land. Set them along the road and in that stand of trees along the cliff. If a creature of the night sneaks up on us, it'll hit the road first, then run for cover along that ridge. To us, science is magic. You tamper with atoms and machines. We conjure the spirit of the flame and metal. What is the difference beyond the methods? Good. May their flames sear the flesh of our enemies. Add another tragedy to the list. I read their notes. You can find them on the shelves in the bedroom. It seems they were being tracked by an invisible demon. Eventually it found them here. They fought it, but Catherine didn't survive. The old man decided it was best to bury her here and set off to try and find it to take revenge. It said he travels light and assumes he'll never return. The damage to this house is from a weapon the demon used. I doubt with that kind of firepower it needs their supplies, which is why we found them here. Agreed. I doubt the demon will return to hunt us, but if it does, we should be ready. We should set traps outside tonight to be on the safe side. There are mines in the cellar. You may want to place them. After that, you should get some rest. You haven't recovered from your fatigue yet. It gets worse the longer you stay awake.